What's going on, everybody? So I wanted to respond to Rhianna wearing the shirt "Think while it's still legal." Now she caused a bit of an uproar. I seen on Instagram and a couple other places, and so it's very interesting to me. I look at a lot of different sites, right? I look at ABC News, CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, because I like to see, what is it that people are thinking or their view or their perspective. I try to understand people's mentality. So I'll look at even on Instagram, they got what the Shade Room, Spiritual World, different pages like that, and I look at people's reactions to certain things because I'm trying to understand, why they think the way that they do, why they see the world the way that they do, and get a really good understanding. So she wore this shirt, and on a couple of pages, I saw people were just upset, right? Now, I seen comments like, maybe it's the colors, the red, white, and blue. So, they already got an issue with America. Then there's other comments talking about it looks Republicanish, Trumpish as well. And so oftentimes, here's one of the biggest problems in America is that people get emotional and they get in their feelings and then they miss the message, right? Well, if it's that person saying it, I can't receive it, right? If it's that person doing it, I can't support it. It doesn't matter if it's good. It doesn't matter if what they're saying is true. But then if somebody comes along that says the exact same thing and I like them, okay, then I receive it. And man, this goes deep. I've seen it where people can't receive from this person because they're white. People can't receive from this person because they're black. People can't receive from this person because they're jealous of that individual. And so it often times, people don't care if the message is true or not. They get focused on, okay, who's giving the message and, who's behind the message. And that's really, one of the biggest issues. So let's look at the message of the shirt. Think while it's still legal. I think that's an absolutely profound and true statement in the times we're living in, regardless of who's saying it, regardless if it looks like it's a Republican shirt or if it looked like it was a Democratic shirt, right? Think while it's still legal. Everybody's trying to think for everybody. Everybody's trying to force their opinion and their views. And if you don't think like me, I'm going to cancel you, right? Cancel culture. That's even what we see happening right now with, for example, religious exemption letters, right? People are looking and saying pretty much, screw your faith. I don't believe that's valid right there. So no, you're going to bow down. I had, experience with a doctor here. They didn't want to sign the religious exemption letter and they had an attitude about it. And it was clear why they had an attitude because they have a certain perspective, a certain way of thinking. We often see that people are not allowed to think outside of the box, whether that's the box of skin color, the box of culture, the box of what people expect of you. People's opinions often become a prison for many people. And so that's really the modern day slavery right there. It's like if you step outside of this box, hey, you're not thinking like you're black. Hey, you're not thinking like a church person. You're not thinking like this denomination. And they crack that whip on you and they say, step back in the box. Why is this important? Jesus says, let this mind be in you. That's what the Bible says. Let this mind be in you. Who? The mind of Christ, right? I got to have the mind of Christ in me. The whole world is trying to dictate to me what my mindset should be. CNN, Fox News, this political party, this one, that denomination, that everyone's trying to tell me what I should think. And if I don't subscribe or bow down to their thinking, they want to demonize you. They want to reject you. They want to cancel you. And so what this shirt is saying, think while it's still legal, is very valid. Anybody that's mad about it, here's the deeper issue, pride. Well, that looks Trumpish to me, so I'm going to be mad about it. I don't care if it's a true message. I don't care if it's a true statement. We've seen this over and over again, right? The news will report on somebody that people don't like. And people like, yeah, they're supporting it, they're reposting it. And then you see somebody that they're trying to protect in the media or somebody that we're supposed to like. And it could be worse news that comes out about that individual, but we ignore it. We act like we don't see it. We act like, we don't see some of the things that are coming out. And then this is on a big level, a macro level and a micro level, on a big level, big media. There have been things that have happened that the media just won't report. Why? Because they're trying to control and manipulate the way you think. They're trying to control and manipulate your perspective, the way that you see the world. They want you to see it the way that they want you to see it. The example that I always like to use is Spider-Man. What was the guy's name? Jameson. He owned the newspaper, and he always wanted to paint Spider-Man as the bad guy. So let's keep putting this news out, and it was fake news, right? But then it would shape the public's perspective of Spider-Man because they keep pushing that out into the media. So yes, think while it's still legal. Research for yourself. Study for yourself, because the reality is there's many people, whether it's in the world or from a spiritual aspect, the enemy that is trying to dictate the way that you think, dictate the way that you see life, dictate the way that you see individuals, dictate the way that you see certain situations, dictate the way that you see yourself. Think for yourself. Too many sheep out here.